Welcome back, it's me again, and I've got another TN style 4.5 by 8.5 journal. This one I'm calling Sophia. It's a bit plainer. I haven't no dangles, and you can see the stitching, 5-hole pamphlet stitch on this one. This is some vintage tray cloth, tablecloth I think it was, and it's stitched on, this is Sanderson fabric over card, and this is stitched on down these edges, and there's a line of stitching here and here and here, and I've added some lace on the back as well. So let's have a look inside Sophia. So we've got a document here from 1933. Must have had a lot of documents from 1933, I can't remember. Oops, that's not sitting, there we go. And a tag made from floral book page. This is an envelope from 1968. And this is actually the letter. I've opened this envelope out, but this was the letter. It's a sort of love letter that was in the envelope. Not that old. I don't know if there's relatives still alive for that one, but I bought it in good faith from an antique store, actually, a sort of antique store. This is from, I think, the 40s, and a little booklet I put together there. This is another little booklet, just 4 pages, and I've backed this with this book page with some pattern paper, vintage pattern paper, sewing pattern paper, that is. This digital from chapter 1 papers is also backed with pattern paper. This book page. And this is a document, 1925 ledger, and in there I've made a tag. This is from 1880s Young Ladies magazine, and there's a bit of that vintage atlas, road atlas, and receipt. Book page. In here says a little fussy cut, and in here we've got vintage book page from Italy, she says, trying to open it, there we go. A receipt from 1960, and this is a photograph. It's been stuck in somewhere, so you can see that that's pulled the backing off a little bit, but it's still quite substantial. Obviously a brother and a sister look quite alike. And I've just made that little pocket from a card album, sort of card album. So those will all pop into that pocket there. Okay. This is a flip out with a pocket on this side. This is another piece from that, I think it's a French, sorry, it's not Young Ladies magazine, I think it was a French embroidery type magazine, fashion magazine. And I've made a tiny envelope here from a Italian book page, and a little cigarette card in there, Dalmatian puppies. Just pops in there. Just a bit of fussy cutting. On this page I've made this. This is more junk. That's actually from a bag, something I bought recently, and I've used masking paper on the back of that, just to give you lots of writing space. Believe it or not, I do try and oh, I forgot to put a, I'll do that later. vintage ledger. There's a little tuck there, some book page and a library card and some gentlemen from, I don't know, maybe the 20s, that looks a bit like. I think that's where that's coming from. So this is another of those little tags that I like to make. And again, just a quote there: fill your paper with the breathings of your heart, and some bits put together. This is the centre. Old computer card. This is a page from the Young Ladies magazine. I had to cut it down a little bit. It's from the 1880s, and journal card, Flower Fairy journal card. This is a little envelope made from some scrapbook paper. This I was gifted by Dee. Thank you, Dee. That's an original. In this pocket I've put a postcard. Hard to see the date on that. 1917, I think. Should have called it Evelyn. It's to somebody called Evelyn. I think this is Sophia. This is a little embroidery, silk embroidery. I think I'd put that like so. This flips out again, and I've just got one receipt in there, 1933, and this is from the 1920s, a town plan. Document. It says, can't get it back in. There we go. Some writing on the back of that photograph. It's backed onto some tea-dyed paper. A 1961 receipt, and just a simple little journal card there, just to add some colour. This is a bag that I've made, and I've put some blank vintage ledger paper in there. I think this one was getting a bit full, so another 1933 document. This is the same fabric that is on the cover. This is a little card, another Christmas card, and that again has got the original ribbon on there. It's an Italian book page, and then another page from that French magazine. Again, I had to fold it, but I've tried to fold it so you get the most out of that you can. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.